Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today, well this week, I really didn't think of filming a video actually. I just felt a little bit uninspired, I suppose. I didn't know what to speak about. And I just thought, to be honest, like, who was really interested in anything? So I just had a bit of a bump. It's all right now. I just thought I'll just come on and update you to whoever is interested how my week has been. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's start with the good news. And the good news are that I have got a period. So that is a round of applause. It's super good news for me. As you know, I can't really have period naturally. Prior to Mounjaro, I used to take progesterone every 3 months because I didn't want to go on a tablet that I would have to take every day. So I used to go on a progesterone every 3 months to just have a bleed, and yeah, so that was the thing. And then whilst I was on Mounjaro, I did actually manage to have frequent periods, which was great. I think in the 6 months I probably had 5, which is really good. But obviously since coming off, I was thinking that, oh my days, is probably going to be a bit difficult, and so I didn't expect to have it so quickly. I've been off Mounjaro about 2.5 months now, and this is the first period. And most of you who watch my channel will know that recently I started taking berberine and mayo and D-chiroinositol. These supplements are natural supplements, and they really are like staples in the PCOS community. Like, these are the first things that you hear. So obviously they are working. I'm not sure if they will make the periods very frequent, but I sure hope so. But obviously I'll update you with that next month probably. Yeah, so these are the good news. Next thing I wanted to talk about is, I've mentioned to you eating disorders. I hate that word. Disorders. Eating disorders. And I definitely have had a past of eating disorders. I at some point had anorexia. I didn't really know about it until like 15 years later, I think. And then it went on to being a binge eating disorder. That is called, I think, BED now. And so I've read before going on Mounjaro that it's really not recommended. I even remember before I went to a pharmacy, I did an online form as to whether you can get a Mounjaro, and there was a question whether you've got eating disorders or you had it in the past, and I put yes, and it put me straight to like, oh, we can't provide you this medicine. And so then I thought, oh, okay, when I go to a pharmacy or to the next thing, I'm gonna have to say no, because I don't think it was really active eating disorder. I don't know if I'm in active eating disorder, or am I just used to dealing with things with food and just used to overeating and just like an automatic response to everything. Yeah, so when I went to pharmacy, obviously I was like, no, whatever. And that got me really interested into the subject now. I've been doing some research over the past week into the eating disorders and fat jabs and like weight loss jabs, and why they're so crazy know about it. Because I mean, I understand at one point that obviously it can be used as another thing, isn't it? It's like, oh, I want to lose more and more and more and more. But so I can understand that point. Like, you don't want anyone to use fat jabs for that, when it's like never enough and you constantly want to lose more. But since coming off and since my food noise came back, I just really miss the feeling of that space that I was talking to you about. I was talking about that space between your thought and actual eating, and that space was there, and you could have made a reasonable decision as to what to eat. It doesn't mean that I did, but it was more like that you've got that space, you can make a better decision. And for me, I'm starting to think, should I go back on it? Like microdose or something, just to have that bit of calmness. I miss that calmness, that not overthinking about such a stupid thing like food. It feels like, come on, like what is it? Why don't I have that stop button? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I thought about it, to be honest. Just to have that space when then you can make what's the word, informative decision as to what to eat next. I think if I were to go back on it, I think I've listened to some of the podcasts of like psychologists who work with eating disorders, and they were saying that obviously there is a criteria that they would prescribe these weight management medications for people, and you know, the really important thing is to make sure that people with eating disorders who are in remission or like healing, they can't eat less than, let's say, 2,000 calories. And I think if I were to turn time back, I think I would have stayed on it, to be honest with you. I stayed on it for a longer term. But what I would have done is stay on 2.5 and not move up any higher, and make sure that I count the amount of protein that I eat, and I would try and stick into 2,000 calories. I think that's a healthy way in looking into it. Like 2,000 calories is very, very healthy. It's not under, and having the protein obviously would support the muscle mass, building the muscle whilst I was on it, and you know, hair wouldn't fall out and stuff like that. So I am interested in exploring this topic a little bit more. I'd love to know if any of you have had experience with eating disorders and Mounjaro or Wegovy or Ozempic or any of them. I think it's really interesting. I think it could really, really help, and that's the thing that I'm a bit unsure about. That, you know, you're not let to explore these weight loss medications if you have had or have got an eating disorder. But I truly think that if used well, it can really, really be helpful. I mean, the food noises, whoa, it's crazy. And obviously it is so hard, isn't it, for us ladies with PCOS? We've got, you know, our hair is falling from our head. I've got extensions now, so it doesn't look like it, but I'm feeling really down about my hair. My hair is just really, really thin, and they're just not growing. And I mean, they are growing, but it's the shedding is way more than the growth. And nails is not growing, you know, it's not real. You know, our weight is all in the belly most of the time. And the mood swings are crazy. It's just the hunger satiety things just don't seem to work. All the hormones just don't work. I feel like a machine that just doesn't work well. I don't know. I need some sort of. It's just crazy though, because to get a proper help, you got to be, you know, very, very rich to get a proper help, because I'm not going to even talk about GPs and the doctors that you're able to talk to if you go to NHS. Is absolutely ridiculous, and it's not worth going, to be honest with you. I've been for so many years, and I can tell you, I don't trust any of them. Neither do they care for what it looks like. But we're here to spread knowledge, or even just struggles with PCOS. We're here for that. So this is the channel, and it's here for that. We need to spread the message that this is something that needs more exploring into, needs to go into it a bit more. We need to find a way to deal with this. Because we ladies struggle a lot with that, don't we? Put the comment down below, say, I'm struggling, but I'll be okay. You know, we just feel, I think most of the time, just left on our own devices, exploring our things. And I suppose it's with a lot of things, it's like that. But it would be nice if there would be a bit more knowledge. And like I said, I will be doing a course on PCOS, so I'm very interested as to what the course will offer and what knowledge will I gain with that. So yes, it's been my week. I think the conversation should be started whether weight loss jabs and management, these injections, could be helpful to people with binge eating disorders. I'm not sure about anorexia, probably. I'm not sure about that. I think if I were to take some sort of weight loss jabs before, when I was like 15, when I was having a full-on anorexia, yeah, 100% probably not the right thing, because you can get yourself very poorly. But with binge eating disorder, I think it could be really helpful. Same as, you know, emotional eating, probably that could put a bit of a gap to that emotional eating as well, a bit of a gap, but it's got to be done with knowledge that my body needs a such and such amount of calories and such amount of protein, which the calculations can be done online. And then you're like, I need to have this amount of food. So staying on lower dose would help, because obviously you're staying on a lower dose, you get that suppression and that maybe that no food noise, but then you can work with that and still eat the right amount. Because you guys, honestly, I really think I underate throughout my Mounjaro journey. And yes, I've lost a lot of weight, but I think that's when my hair was like really falling, when I was just caught up, and it's been shedding for a good month or two now. Every time I go for a shower and I wash my hair, and that's like, I wash my hair probably about 2 to 3 times a week, and it literally blocks the drains every time. And I don't remember ever blocking the drains. So yeah, I mean, this is where I am at the minute. I said, I was talking to my husband, and I told him, I said, I might be going back on Mounjaro. I mean, I don't know. As much as I don't want to, at the same time, I really see the positives and I want to. But I said, I will give myself this time through Christmas just to be and see, and then from New Year's I will then see how I feel, then see what he thinks, and see if we can decide what's best for me. Because obviously he sees me, he knows my struggles, he knows my daily struggles, and I think he's the only person that can really make such decision, because obviously I don't want to just go into another thing from one thing, oh, it's not working, but I am like that. So I'm like, oh, let's do this, or let's do another thing, and never let myself breathe. Maybe as I mature, I'll let myself breathe a little bit more, but it is what it is. I love who I am, and just, you know, I just roll with it. I hope your week has been really, really good, you guys. I want to maybe turn this channel into a little bit more of a PCOS related more and more, because I think we need chats like that, and we need the topic exploring a little bit more. I am going to do a bit of a trial to narrow it down as to, oh, my nail's just gone, to narrow which type of polycystic ovarian syndrome I have got, because obviously there is polycystic ovarian syndrome, but it is thought of branching out into 4 main reasons that it drives all the symptoms, and one of them I think is insulin resistance, the other one is inflammation, I think, and then there's other 2, but I probably will do another video on that, and then I'll try to with you find which one I have got, and in terms of hopeful that will give you some ideas, or you can explore it with me and see which type you think you are. Once again, I hope you had a lovely week. I will speak to you soon. Comments down below if you've had a good week, and yeah, give me a hi if you've got polycystic ovarian syndrome, sister. Oh, I forgot, by the way. Right, like, honestly, I did change, because I've ordered this, and I thought every video I'm gonna have to wear it, because obviously it's sisterhood club. it's the jumper that I wanted to wear and like tell you all about it, guys. But obviously I clearly forgot, so I thought I'll just put it on at the end of this video. Yeah, so this is the jumper that I created, and it's in on my Etsy, and it's in the link down below if you want to have a look at it. I thought how cool it would be if we all purchased these, and then like we're in a shop or something, and then we see another person with it, and we're like, we know that they've got polycystic ovarian syndrome, you're like, hey sister. I thought that's pretty cool. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. I also have a t-shirt that I've made, but I've not ordered it yet. When I order it, I will hopefully put it on for you so you can see. This is an extra large. It's nice and warm, so yeah, go and check it out. But yeah, I'll end the video here. Lots of love to you all. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment, and please subscribe. About 80% that watch my videos are not subscribed, so it will be really, really helpful to build this channel and raise awareness to PCOS if you would just hit that subscribe button. It's a free way to support me. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next week's video. Bye.